皆さん、こんにちは。今回の動画は、ハイステークスで活躍するギャレット・アデルスタインの23ハンドを紹介します。彼はアグレッシブなプレースタイルながら、相手のテルを読み、状況に応じた最適な選択をする実力派。フィルガルフォンドの下でコーチを務めた経験も持ち、ポーカー界で高い人気を誇ります。ハスラーカジノの成功にも貢献し、実況、解説者からも愛される、実力と人柄を兼ね備えたプレイヤーです。それでは、ギャレットの珠玉のプレイをどうぞ。
Check it out. I don't even know if it matters. Feel it?
Yeah, it's out of play. Alright. 400.
Mickey here playing the rush, gonna limp in with King Deuce off. Lucky pocket fours. Garrett's gonna ISO here with 5-6 off on the button.
ギャレットはボタンから2500のレイズ、ハンドは5-6のオフスート。
Out of position. So Garrett's ISO gets called here by two people, and here we go.
2人がコールし、
8,500 here
フ
to
ロ
the
ップへ。
flop. Well,
ギャレットはガットショット。
Mickey flops a pair, Lucky with an over pair with fours, and Garrett's got a gutter here to a 4 that is no good if Lucky continues to be in the hand.
How much is that? 65.
But he does have two overcards. Deuce 3-3 with a couple
ミッキーは
clubs. Mickey gonna
6500の
lead
リ
here
ード
for
ベット。ハンドは
6,500.
キング2のオフスート。
Be interesting to see here if Lucky calls, if Garrett will continue, because Garrett will be getting just under 4-1 with his gutter, but it is a paired board. There are two clubs, but wow, Lucky's just
lets
gonna
it go.
fold. He's got the pre-flop razor behind him, so this obviously makes it a much easier continue here for Garrett.
Yeah, he folds two of Garrett's nice
Yep.
outs.
So Garrett does continue here.
ギャレットはコールします。
Blank on the
ターン
turn,
は
but
7 の
Mickey
ハー
is
ト。
insane, so he may continue. And he is. And of course, I mean that in a good way. Nothing but love.
ミッキーは6500のベッ
here
ト。
on the
This is
turn.
going to be enough for Garrett.
But what do you think he has, though?
Well, I agree. I agree. What's he repping?
Is he leading right out here with the 3? But it looks like Garrett's just going to get away
Yeah, he's
from
going to
it.
get away from it.
ギャレットは降りま
That's
す。
the thing with Mickey.
I was just saying for everyone else to see. I'm right next to you. I know exactly how many chips you have.
Next row.
I thought usually this game is played with 4 cards. Can we get 2?
So here we go with a round of 8. That's why we're seeing the open here to 2,400. Chris going to open to 2,400. Garrett going to call
ギャレットは
middle
5のポ
blinds
ケットでコ
here.
ール。
So 4 blinds, he's in the middle with pocket 5s, just a call.
Yeah, I get forced into it sometimes, like in Trevor's game. They'll go round. I can't do it. Winning so much in that I have to.
2,400.
Be interesting to see here if Garrett continues. He does not have the 5 of clubs. Chris going to see bet
Yeah.
2,400. Garrett is going to continue.
Sorry.
クリスのベッドに
Garrett
ギャレットは
continues
コール。
hands like this against certain players that he knows things about, that he feels,
ターンは
that
エ
he
ースの
feels
クラ
he
ブ。
could get away with. So there's always a rhyme and a reason to Garrett.
Oh, the river's a
Oh.
5. Ace on the
ターン
turn
は
was
お
a third
互い
club
チェ
that
ッ
went
ク。
check, check, and the
リ
river
バーは
now.
5の
Garrett,
ハート。ギャレットは5のセット。
The eighth wonder.
Yep, Chris had taken the lead on the turn, but did not bet when the 3rd club came, and now Garrett Rivers is set.
Yeah. You could either go see Niagara Falls or you could go see Garrett Allenstein.
And he's
ギャレ
got
ットは
overbet
15,000
here
のオ
at
ー
the
バー
end,
ベット。
15,000. Start to think about, are there draws that he's missed, but Chris is going to make a
He
very...
pays
クリスはコール。
And Garrett going to take down a 40K pot.
I'm a Knicks fan.
Chris
man.
has got 100
I
chip
went to the first
stuck
game.
under that rail
That was
right there.
awesome.
You see that?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was messy.
Oh, there it is.
Lakers Warriors, I mean.
Yeah, LeBron played great, and still they couldn't get it done. Russell Westbrook can't have fucking 5 points.
Yeah.
Like that first game was
You know, I
like
had a Ryan and I had an appreciation
worst
party
case
from the
scenario.
staff.
ギャレットはハイジャックから1200のレイズ、ハンドは A シーズ、ガルはコール。
So, I'll throw that out there.
Well,
He's a
when
food
I saw
connoisseur.
that game, I was like,
He
"There's
was
no way
very
they're not
pleased.
winning by 20." Like in the beginning, when he came out fired up.
Right.
Rocket, rockets.
Yeah, you saw LeBron's face. He's like, they're winning this one,
Yeah,
right?
And these
Yeah.
might as well be Rockets
I like
with
that
Gal.
kid on
Aaron
Warriors.
Hines is
Cool.
Big Duke for him.
The shooting guard.
ミッキーもコール。
So flat
Yeah,
call
that
here
guy was sick.
from
And
Gall
then
with 9.
there's a guy behind me who kept yelling at the big
10-9.
white guy, calling him
Mickey
David
with the
Lee.
C
That guy was
block
good too.
on one of the nines.
Well, this is a little bit of an action flop here. Ace 8-7, so Garrett flops top set, but Mickey here with the open-ended straight draw.
Yeah.
ストレートドローとセットがフロップします。
Gall has 2 black 9s next to act here too. He might not give it up. 2,000 here from Garrett.
ギャレットは2000のベッド。
Yeah, Gall's going to continue.
Gall's going to continue. Mickey makes the call here
ターンは
as
3
well.
のハート。
Garrett still with the nuts right now. Back
ギャ
to
レ
the
ット
hearts
はナッ
now.
ツです。
He's got the ace of hearts.
We're going to see check, bet, fold, call. What do you think?
I think it depends on the sizing here.
Check by Mickey, bet by Garrett.
ギャレ
I
ットは
might
8000のベ
be doing
ッド。
myself injustice with a fold from Gall, but I really think so.
Well, 8,000 here from Garrett, so he's going to take a large sizing.
So check, bet, fold, call.
ミッキーは
Mickey
コール
does。make the call.
リバーは
Over
5の
here
ダイヤ。
is a 5. So Mickey has whiffed.
Check.
ミッキーはチェック。
Couple straights come in here. Mickey was in the last blind, like a 6-4, 6-9. I know that's not going to stop Garrett from value betting, but
What do you think Garrett's going to bet? 12, 15?
probably wants to try to target an ace or 2 pair here. So he's going to take somewhat large sizing, 20,000.
ギャレット
here.
は2万のベッド。
What is Mickey
What the hell's
doing
Mickey
here?
doing?
Is he gonna?
What's he doing?
I don't know. Is he?
What's he doing? He can't call. This has just got to be posturing. He's got it. Yeah. Okay.
ミッキーは降りま
$46,000
す。
pot just like that.
Maybe Mickey.
Sure, where's the bucket?
Oh,
I got it.
and in my humble opinion,
To me?
Phil did nothing wrong and got beat out of a few bucks.
1,600.
He should be rewarded for how smart he is in these games and the things he does. But regardless, he's the GOAT. He's printing wherever he goes.
Mickey gonna raise it up here. 1,600. 4-3 off.
Make it 9,000.
And Garrett gonna come in
Garrett
here for
は
9,000.
9000の
Ace
3 ベ
4
ッド。
of clubs, and Mickey's gonna defend, and Mickey is dominated here. Ace 4 against 4-3
ミッキーは
off.
4-3のオフスートで
And
コール
he
します。
snap called that 3 bet. And we're at 19.4 here. Heads up. Well, Mickey's got a little piece of it with the gutter to a 5, but Garrett here flops the nut flush draw, 9-6 deuce, 2 clubs. 5,000 in a call, and a 5 of clubs would be a very, very bad card here for Mickey.
ギャレットの5000のベッドにミッキーはコール。ターンは
Turns an
6のダイヤ。
offsuit 6.
Check.
Garrett is checked here, so let's see if Mickey is going to take.
Looks like he's...
Yeah, he just checks it back. Does not bluff at it here. And the river's
Wow.
an offsuit 5.
リバーは5 の
Well,
スペ
Garrett
ード。
doesn't have anything, but Mickey hit a
ギャレット
miracle.
は引かれました。
Check.
I don't think Mickey's going to get paid off here. Garrett has clubs in his hand. It's just pretty difficult for Mickey to have a bluff here when some of the straight draws pair up.
15,000.
Mickey going to bet 15,000.
ミッキー
7-8
は
gets
1万
there,
5000のベッド。
Yeah. The eighth wonder is going to let this go.
Probably not gonna fold. I have a really bad hand too.
Really?
Oh, wow.
It's terrible. You're
Wow.
bluffing and you win sometimes.
10 seconds.
Wow. Just putting him on a different hand, I guess. I don't know.
Time.
Such an interesting game, Bart. The fake yawn and stretch.
Well, he's got clubs in his hand, which is usually bad. Maybe he just doesn't think that Mickey would ever take this sizing with a
Oh my
9.
god. You're gonna show me a 5 or something, it's gonna fucking break my heart.
Yeah, and Garrett's concerned that Mickey might be turning a 5 into a bluff, which is one of those straight draws, which he can't beat. Which is hard to bluff catch here if you lose to some bluffs, and he's gonna step in it. Mickey's much stronger than he anticipated.
ギャレットはコール。
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mickey takes down, and backdoor spades miss.
Wait, 1200.
I think the
ギャ
other
レ
hand
ットは
against
プラ
Mickey
ス
was a
1
little
から
bit
1200のレイズ。
weird though with the King 9 that ended up working.
Mickey
Garrett gonna raise it
は
up
コー
here
ル。
to 1200. Mickey's gonna play. Mickey once again dominated here by Garrett.
So you're spending your time in New York?
Garrett here, Broadway gut shot, and Mickey is just gonna lead out here with air.
ミッキーは3000のベッド。
Garrett's gonna call.
ギャレットはコール。ターンは9のステード。
He's still going for it.
5500.
ミッキーは5500のベッド。
5,500.
Go one.
NC. Best games in the world.
Can definitely be difficult, Nick, sometimes to know what Mickey's doing here, right?
Probably all kind of came crumbling down after.
ギャレットはフォールド。
Yeah, absolutely, Bart. And that's the a little harder to do. But regardless, he's still
途中経過です。
navigating his way around. Mickey
ギャレットはプラス13000ドル。
picking up the bottom, down almost $90,000. Still down 12K.
参加率は 28% です。
I folded ace king to him, and I just played that against Bert. Ace 5 of hearts. What could you?
Wow, this guy's a talker here, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan is a talker. You should have heard him before the show started. He was yapping up a stream. He's got a big personality.
ギャレットは SB からコール。ハンドはキング7のオフスート。
Very non-standard limping at these stakes. Started here by Mickey, so limps, and we see the blinds
When I
complete.
was up at fucking
And you
6
see sort of a
o'clock in the
hand that Garrett would never be in there with King 7, which is
15
top
years
pair.
Rewatching fucking every episode of High Stakes
ターン
Poker.
は天のダイヤ。
Asking myself,
Here it comes.
will I ever be able to fucking play with these guys? I can finally say I played with almost everyone in my fucking childhood. Like, you know, poker meant to me. I'm a
Look at
sports
Garrett.
fanatic. Poker to me
ギャレットは1000のベ
means
ッド。
more than any fucking sport. So cheers to that, bro.
リバーは5のハート。
So, if I may,
Watching documentaries about you when I was a little kid.
I thought he was going to say that he's played with him and he's better
チェ
than
ックダウンです。
him.
No.
Didn't have that at the end. Wow.
what he's doing,
Oh, you did the same thing to Bobby's room.
Really? Now Bobby's room? Oh, yeah?
Legends.
What do you mean?
They renamed it Legends room.
Is that not Ivan's room anymore?
No, I lost to the same thing.
Oh,
Table
yeah?
one. That was one of my losses for Baccarat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
ギャレットはカットオフからコール。ハン
yeah,
ド
that's
は
a
エー
real
ス10
shame.
のオ
I'm
フ
just
ス
going to
ー
say
ト
it。now that Phil said it on air. I was being careful with his personal business, but it used to be the Ivy Room, and then because of his lawsuits, because of the Baccarat scene, if you don't know it, you could Google it.
Murky's
They took his name off the room, and it's, you know, he still plays there. I was there a few months ago. He was in there playing, but it's horseshit in my opinion. He earned putting his name on that room, and I think personally he got burned and out of that situation. The casino is totally accountable for
マットが4ベ
anything
ッ
that
ド。
happened with
ハン
those
ドは
cards
キング
having
クイーン。
some little edges or marks on them, and just because someone sees him and they just didn't want to pay him, and you know, I'm on his side, and I mean that.
So Berkey's going to stick his neck out here. He's going to 4-bet King Queen off. Garrett 3-bet with Ace 10. Berkey going to 11.5.
ギャレットはコール。
And Garrett's going to call the 7,000. So here we go, 25K.
These guys have a lot of history, Bart.
They do, and Berkey's
マットは
outflopped
キ
him
ング
here
を
with
ヒッ
top
ト。
pair. Garrett with a
ギャレッ
gutter
トはバットショ
to
ッ
a
トです。
queen. 25,000.
I think Matt's got to put in anywhere from 14 to 16,000 in this pot, and
Looks like he's going to go a little smaller. Yeah, he's not that deep. So
yeah, 8K.
マットは8000のベッド。
Garrett, with the history, is with that draw is going to see a turn, I believe. To see what happens. Anything he can work with on the turn. There it is.
You can probably give me one of the games one
コ
time.
ールします。
now Berkey here with trips.
Yeah.
ターンはキング。
Oh man.
Just over a
マットは
pot
トリ
size
ックス。
bet left.
Yeah. I think this is now a spot where Berkey may put in anywhere from 14 to 17,000. I think he has to continue. A lot of players want to be tricky when they hit this king, but he's smart enough to put this bet in, I believe. I think that's what he's going to do.
14.
There it is.
You can see Garrett now drawing dead because the
The eighth wonder is going to let it go.
マットの
he
14000のベッドにフォールド。
there's one for Matt Berkey.
I thought they said earlier today because I asked. They
No,
said
he straddled in.
Guys, if you like what you see, please hit that like button. Smash it for us. It's important to us. It does matter. And if you want our show to continue with continued success, that's just one small little tiny component, but it helps us tremendously.
ギャレ
Please
ッ
hit
トは
that
ボ
like
タンから
button
3ベッド。
and
ハンド
support
は
us.
6-3のスート。
So Garrett here going to 3-bet Krish. Coming after him with 6-3 of hearts. Mickey straddles there in the middle to come back in. That's what's going on here. So he's in there for 1,000.
Well, Garrett's in position, and he's got a lot of table time with Krish, and this is the type of position that Garrett wants to be in. He's in position. He knows the player. It's right where
ク
he
リ
needs
シュは
to
コー
be.
ルします。
And if Garrett does what Garrett does, he's going to win this pot.
Garrett has flopped a gut shot here. It's 10
ギャレッ
7
トは
4
バッ
with
ト
two
ショット。
spades. Krish is just totally whiffed. And he's going to bet
ギャレットは1万を
10,000
ベ
to take
ッ
it
ド。
down.
Can't say how he won't, unless Chris just really has a read or has some instinct in him that he wants to float this.
10 seconds.
Well, I thought that Krish
Wow.
had just
Do
folded.
you see that flinch?
I thought
he's
he had
going
just folded, but I was wrong.
Well, we're all wrong because he's gonna take this pot down now.
Wow, he's just going to check raise here
Yeah.
with air. King
Yeah.
Jack with the jack of spades.
I don't think Garrett
Krish
expected
は
that
チェ
at
ッ
all
クレイ
because
ズ。
this was supposed to go as planned.
I didn't expect it.
Me neither.
Thought it was going to be a simple bet and fold.
Ditto.
10 seconds.
I don't think he'll do it, but man, if he folded.
ギャレットは降ります。
Well, you had the right idea, Garrett. He's hitting the heights of 5'10". I don't think so, but I don't know.
You're 411.
I always see him sitting.
ギャレットはアンダーザガンから1200のレイズ。ハンドはエースキン
Garrett
グ。
under the gun with a big duke, raised to 1200.
Mickey's going to get involved.
4,000.
And he 3-bets the 4-5 offsuit. So Garrett opens ace-king off, and Mickey from out of position
ミ
goes
ッキーは
to
3ベッド。
4,000.
ハンド
So
は
about
5-4。
3.5x here.
What do you think the eighth wonder is going to do?
Looks like he's going to call. And they're deep. We usually don't see Mickey. I mean, Mickey's been on just a tear. Actually, it's a 4-bet. Excuse me, he 4-bet
ミッキー、ギャレットの4ベッドにフォールしました。
Beat him in the pot. So 4-bet pot.
I respect that. Man.
Wow. Mickey's just totally whiffed here.
ギャレットはトップヒッ
10-9
ト。
all hearts.
Whiffsville.
Whoa, look
Well,
at this. We've seen
I mean,
this
I love
before.
Mickey, but on a 4-bet pot against an aggressive player, this is a suicide mission.
ミッキーは15000のベッド。
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's lighting some of these chips on fire.
So a lead here
Do we have a
for
clock in here? What time is
15,000.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Definitely not something that Garrett is usually accustomed to seeing.
ギャレ
He
ットは
just
コール。
calls.
Nope, he's not used to being in this position.
ターンは
The
クイ
only
ー
thing
ン
I'll
のダ
say,
イヤ。
Nick, is there ever a chance that if a heart were to come off and Mickey's continued to bet that Garrett might fold here? Mickey's going to continue to bet.
Mickey,
well, this
2
isn't the
万のベ
greatest
ット。
turn either for Garrett. His hand is getting tougher and tougher to play for him. And yes, if a heart comes, he could get off his hand.
Yeah, one-liner out here to
It's
a
not,
jack.
it's not shaping up right.
Yeah, look at this turn card. One-liner to a jack here. King 10, 9, all hearts turns a queen.
Garrett is good enough to sniff this out and to put the money in.
He's going to call, and we are at
ギャレットはコール。
101,000 here.
Wow.
River
It's a
is
blank.
6.
ターンは
So
6の
Mickey
ダイヤ。
has absolutely nothing here.
Yeah. Mickey's feet bombs here.
Yeah. Fuck, I should have bet.
No, I have to play high.
God damn it, go.
What did you have when I bluffed? The queen 10. What did you have?
A small pocket.
Huh?
Small pocket.
Okay.
I can't call. The whole board beat.
Wow. He's going to bomb it.
Besides, put queen 10.
Yeah, of course.
I think he might have announced 60.
Ah,
Let's
that was
see.
Yeah.
Yep. 65,000.
Wow.
I meant. I don't, you know.
ミッキー、6万のベット。
Whatever he wants. Is 60?
I meant 60. I don't want to like.
You're fine.
You know.
Just whatever you want the bet to be is fine.
Yeah. I don't want to like poor etiquette is.
You're good, dude. You're good. Fuck. Oh, so many tough decisions against you. Been wrong every time. Folded a bunch. Called and was wrong. Fucking such brutal.
Yeah. Let it out, Garrett. Why do I think he's going to call Bart?
Could be a live read here.
Yeah.
Mickey seemed a little nervous now.
What the fuck does this hand mean? I don't know.
Now he's trying to look calm.
Yeah. A lot of time chips might be going in here. This is a really thin line here.
It's like, would Mickey ever play a flop flush like this? Would he ever play just a jack like this? Remember, it's a 4-bet pot. He 3-bet out of the small blind, and Garrett 4-bet, and he snap called.
Oh, he's going to try to vape his way to a fold.
You got it again, huh? Fuck, dude. Every time you've had it against me. I feel like you got it again.
Yes, everybody.
That doesn't mean he's folding. Sometimes he switches gears right in the middle of the game. Man, he might be leaning that way, though. He doesn't look happy about this. This is putting him in a tough spot, man. Tough damn spot.
Adding 1 minute.
Can't win this hand, I don't think either. Just gotta hope you have something like that.
Well,
I mean, normally you wouldn't think that someone would have like ace-7 off with the ace of hearts,
Not sure what to do.
which is like the nut flush
hands
draw
like that, but-
unpaired. But we know that Mickey might even have that, because he's got a black 5-4, so
yeah.
trying to hand read here is really hard.
Well, Garrett is the master of making the right decision. And 60,000 isn't going to change his life. He's just trying to make the best decision as a competitor.
Ten seconds.
What a great split screen here.
Yeah.
Guess I'll fold.
Oh, and he makes the fold. Wow, Mickey, show it, baby.
My man.
Oh,
My dude.
and he shows him.
途中経過です。ギャレットはマイナス69,800ドル。先ほどのミッキーのブラフで大きく減らします。
God, what am I watching?
Wilder's a good fighter.
2,500.
He got outclassed by that guy.
I mean, Tyson Fury is the best boxer.
Garrett's got queens here.
What the hell?
ギャレットは2500のレイズ。ハンドはクイーンズ。
And Berkey with ace king, so we could see one here.
Huh?
There's nothing cool about Floyd
So
Mayweather.
Garrett
マットはエースキングで3ベット。
2500. Berkey 3-betting here with ace king in the small
He finally
blind.
made the 3-bet.
And Mickey's got ace 10. We've seen him cold calling. Oh wow, this is definitely going to
Yeah.
be a 4-bet situation, I
I've been on
think.
the right side of a lot of his bets.
ミッキーはエース10で
An
コール。
ace and a queen on this
I
flop.
bet him using the McGregor fight. But I
What do you
bet also
say?
bet McGregor
Well,
just to win 1 round.
We can see this
They gave
get in
McGregor
if Garrett
round
four
one.
Four
bets
big
here.
chips, Matt.
1 round they gave me.
Yep.
What did you get on it? What price you
That was like plus 425.
I believe
Win
Garrett
one
is going to put the 4 bet in here.
How many hours did you get? 10 to 1 for that?
round. To win 1 round?
Yeah.
To
Just
25 or
25.
30K? What do you think?
Basically 1 to 1.
Might even be a little bit smaller than that. He doesn't
And then
want to
I got
pass like a threshold where Matt knows that he's committed. He wants to
Mayweather
at
got a great
least
price, minus 650, I think. And then it
have the
stormed up
illusion
to
of
like
fold
1500
equity. We'll see.
before the fight, 'cause everyone
I
knew
think he's going to go
shot.
bigger.
Just play defense, wore the guy out.
Well, Mickey is also in the hand here too, so that comes into play. Wow, there it is, 45K and all in.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a huge flip here. Now remember, Mickey got lucky with ace 10. He's not going to get in
81, I
there.
think.
ギャレットの4ベッドにマットはオールイン。
138,000 here. With one ace dead.
Yeah. That ace
82.
being dead is pretty big.
But the stats say that it's only 53-47, so it's interesting.
82, he says, right?
And Garrett hasn't done anything yet because Matt snapped all in, and it's 82,000 here for 138.
I don't.
Garrett was going to get it right in. But
I
just
don't
thinking
see
about it.
this being a fold. I just don't. He's going to be on suicide watch if he folds his hand.
I mean, the action went so quickly. It went 45. $37,
That's why I
138
don't
to
even
call.
think about it, huh?
That's
Basically, I
crazy
have to
odds
call
here,
no matter
Nick.
what.
You have to call Garrett.
Yeah, what is he doing?
Well, he just wants to think about it, but
Whatever.
just get it over with. Get it over with. You run so good. What's the matter with you? Berkey's hoping he folds his hand.
Twice?
Well, he reluctantly calls here.
ギャレットはコール。
Done. Good.
Wow, he's going to go twice.
Good
Garrett
time, good.
always goes once.
2 times.
Wow.
Might be surprised when he turns over what he has.
20%.
Even when you're not in the pot, it costs me money, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
talking to
yeah.
Mickey.
That's Garrett.
Well, Garrett,
Garrett's won the first one.
You're ahead if you have aces or king.
I have ace king.
how you feel now, Garrett?
Oh,
Oh!
There's a king.
There it is. He always goes once. This is so shocking to me.
dude, I would have called your spot with 2
Here, as he's playing,
same follow-up
and
question.
looks like he'll
In
be
any
back,
science?
not only tomorrow, but
you're in the sciences
in the
for
future.
business?
No.
He likes
I
what he
just studied
sees. He likes
sciences
the
and not
whole setup,
anywhere close to
and
sciences
likes
for
that we're
business.
playing big like this.
Say
again, I'm sorry.
So we will see him more.
1 second.
3,100.
Mickey playing off the $350,000 stack. That is not a
I
graphic
studied
error.
sciences
He
because
just
I'm
joined us.
Indian.
He's
My
up
parents made me.
$250,000. He's really the only winner at the table.
My business is
Yeah.
like,
Brings it in
usually
for an
nothing to do with
open
science.
trade.
It's some science, but not much.
Well, there's
The
a 5
latest one
dead, but
is,
I don't know,
genetics.
Mick. Let's hit a 5.
ギャレットは
and
5
run
タ
it
ンか
up.
ら3ベッド。
Wakes
ハン
up
ドはエースキングの
ace
スート。
suited. Gonna force Berkey out of there with queen 10 of hearts, and Mickey's not going anywhere with 5s here.
Why would he?
Most, if not all, the aces are
Mickey
going
は
to be
コー
dead
ル
here, but I don't
ハン
think
ドは
that
5の
means
ポ
that
ケッ
Garrett
ト
won't win the pot. But he's probably not going to flop an ace. Krish here, who had a hand that he probably could have 3-bet himself.
Yeah, I think either 3-bet this hand or in this position now with Garrett in position. I think you got to let this go. It's a nice hand. Looks pretty. But Mickey with the I don't give a rat's ass look and taking another hit off his lucky vape.
So Krish calls, but Lucky folds the
Krishもコー
ace-5
ル。
suited. So we know that there's 1-5 left on the deck at the most.
Aces are dead and 1-5 dead.
Yeah. There's
Wow.
the king. There's the king. Don't think Garrett's
ギャ
going
レ
to
ッ
win
ト
that
は
much
キン
here
グを
from
ヒ
this
ッ
one,
ト。
though.
Nothing. Our phones.
Oh, he checked it
He
back.
checked it. Sneaky peeky.
ターンは6。
Is he going to induce a little bit of a little bet here from Krish, or is Krish going to Smell it. He smelled it out.
Or he might induce a call here from Mickey now that Mickey's picked up a gutter on
Yeah,
the turn.
exactly. I think he will.
Bet. 40,000.
And now he goes 2/3 after checking back the flop.
Yeah, 40 into 64.
ギャレットは
Mickey
4万
probably
の
thinking
ベッド。
exactly what you said, and he's got the gutter.
So this sneaky check is actually getting,
It
looks
is.
like Garrett some
It
action
is.
here.
Mickey's maybe not here to lock it up, I'll tell you. We'll see what he does. That's for sure.
10 seconds.
This looks so bluffy from Garrett on the button. That's why he's getting this money, just like you said.
You got it. You got it.
Just like you said.
ミッキーはコール。
What you doing, Krish?
So it's 144,000 here. What is Krish doing?
I don't know. I think exactly. If he doesn't raise here, this makes no sense.
No, I think it's just
Okay,
posture.
it's posture. Okay, thank God. I didn't
Yeah.
want to see him
Fold.
fly his plane right into that building.
So Mickey could catch a 4 or a 5 here. It's 144,000. The river is a 9.
Garrett doesn't fold. He wins
リ
this
バーは
spot.
9。
Obviously, I think Garrett's going to go for some value here as
Yeah.
played. Who knows? We might even see a hero call. You never know.
Well,
You can check.
10
I think
seconds.
that's a mistake.
You can check.
He ain't checking, buddy.
I'm like 95% sure I'm good.
I believe he thinks that.
150.
God, I'll tell you, if Garrett gets healthy here,
I'm like pretty sure I'm good.
ギャレットは15万のベッド。
I'm like pretty sure I'm good. I'm pretty sure.
Mickey's got the Collyuns to put this money in, I'll tell you that right now. And he's really seriously thinking about it. This is not bullshit.
Yes, I'm gonna need time. It's alright. Okay. You bet 150,000,
Yeah.
150 is the bet.
and he covers me. I got a 20, 80, another buck something, huh? Oh man.
What if he pushes here, Bart?
I don't think I'm good enough to do this.
I don't think that's going to happen. But
I know, but he's
gotta bring
calculating it.
bring this back to the whole.
If I fold, will you show?
He's not. Garrett is not going to say one word.
Nothing?
Zero.
I don't think I'm a good enough player to call this, but I'm pretty sure I win. I'm pretty sure.
All started with the check back on the flop. This
It
is a
did.
3-bet pot.
The key to everything. He gets paid here. We got paid on the turn.
Man. I think I'm supposed to go all in,
Told you, Bart.
I don't think
That's not true.
but I don't know.
I don't think that's going to work.
It's not true, but he thinks it. Not supposed to go all in.
I'm kind of invested.
Whoa. Is he talking himself into this, Bart?
Ah. Oh. I'm like 100% sure I'm supposed to go all in.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Oh man, I'm just not good enough.
Lucky you.
He's got to be in for like 2 or 3
I
times.
just don't know what to do. That's it. I don't have to think about anything. I just don't know what to do. God. I fold. I fold. Can you show me? I'm confident I'm supposed to go all in and I win.
Not showing you nothing, buddy.
Only like 200 hands, right? Compare
Yeah.
that to like online.
That's right. Sometimes how it falls.
ギャレットはカットオフ
Garrett
から
Nelson here with
1200の
a
ベッ
half a
ド。
million.
ハンドはキングジャックのスート。
Makes it 1200 with King Jack of Hearts in the cutoff. Half a million.
Mickey says, is he gonna, is this one, is this enough for him to fold thin enough or no? Nope, I'm coming along.
This is gonna be a weird order. Can I have
ミッキーはコール。
8 scrambled eggs?
Oh, here we
ギャ
go
レットは
again.
フラッシュドロ
Starting
ー。
the same line with him.
Well, he's got a pair this time, and Garrett,
Yeah.
though, has a flush draw, so you wonder how Garrett's going to respond to this. Last time
Mickey
Garrett
が
had
リード
top
します。
pair. Got a scary board here with King High flush draw.
Just gonna look him up.
Just going to call.
ギャレットはコール。
But Mickey is in the lead right now with a 3.
Just a couple eggs.
ター
Big
ンは
time
エ
scare
ース。
card. Garrett picks up a gutter here to a 10. It's an ace.
Flush draw, straight draw.
Yep. You can see that Garrett has 40% equity without a pair with one card to come. He's going to take the card. He did not barrel here. And there's the heart.
Eighth wonder, he got there, of course.
リバーは8。
Wow.
ギャレットはフラッシュ。
$3,200.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think Garrett's just going to call this bet here.
No, no, no.
3,200.
ミッキーは3200のベッド。
And hopefully Mickey doesn't get any ideas and go over. But I'll tell you, this one thing I noticed, well, a lot of things, but the one small thing is Mickey, when he is bluffing, he sizes down. And generally speaking, that's a huge mistake if Garrett was on a bubble hand.
ギャレットは2万のレイズ。
$20,000.
Yeah, he's going to let it go.
You win.
Take a look at our updated stats.
途中経過です。
Gall now down 50.
ギャレットは
And
プラス
Barkley now the second biggest
12,900
winner.
ドル。
You can see how it just moves around so quick here.
Just like that.
Take a look at the VPIPs. Mickey
参
at
加率は
44%.
33%。中盤以降は参加率を上げて
Berkey
きています。
26 as we get more and more short-handed here. Phil goes up to 29.
I have some water.
ギャレットはビッグブラインドから2000のレイズ。ハンドはクイーンジャックのスート。ガルはエースキングで3ベッド。
Garrett's going to come along for 7,000.
ギャレットはコール。
See what happens. Wow.
ギャレットは2ペア。ガルはトップヒット。ターンは3のダイヤ。
Garrett giving Gall some rope.
ガルは7000のベッド。
Gall coming out with 7K. Gall did exactly what Garrett hoped he'd do, and Garrett is going to raise this pot up to 35,000. And if I know anything about the
ギャレッ
metagame
トは
between
3万
these
5000
two,
のチェックレ
I
イズ。
cannot see Gall going anywhere. This would not be the first time Garrett has gotten jiggy with a hand, but at this time he is not.
Yep, and as you said, Gall continues here, so fair amount of
Garu
cards that
wa
could
koru.
help Gall here at the end, but that's not one of
タ
them.
ーンは4のダイヤ。
$85,000 pot.
Yep.
The only way Garrett loses this hand is if he folds.
Blind versus blind.
What do you think the sizing is going to be here? 45? 60?
Well,
Well,
it looks like he's going
whoa.
to take an. Is he taking overbet sizing here? He's going to go for a stack. That's 100K.
Wow.
That is 100K.
We've seen this before, and I'll tell you, we've been in positions where Gall's been in this position, and Garrett has done this with zero.
ギャレッ
He's
ト
done this with
10万のオー
absolute
バーベッドです。
stones. This is not their first rodeo, and I have a sick feeling Gall is going to put it in.
Or put it in for the call, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
For the call.
So it's 185, 100,000 to call. He's going to go into the time chip.
Horrible flop for ace king, man. Been there.
So pre-flop, Nick, refresh me what happened here.
Pre-flop, Garrett brought it in. Gall raised to 7,000. Garrett called the 7,000. The turn went check, check.
Flop went check, check, right?
Yeah. The flop went check, check.
And then Garrett,
excuse me. Yes.
Garrett check raise turn.
Yeah, check
got
raise
it.
turn. Excuse me.
Nice line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice line.
Garrett not just coming out and firing on the turn after it went check,
which
check.
makes it just a perfect place for this. This is a huge decision for Gall. It's not an easy one. I mean, Gall is smart enough against Garrett to let this go, but I do not see that being the case. I for Gall's sake, I hope I'm wrong.
10 seconds.
Oh, he makes
he's
a
gonna
great decision.
Lay it down. Well, facing that check raise,
Yeah.
we're going to see Dwan and Ivy at the table tomorrow.
Yes.
And I know that when Ivy says he's going to be here, he's going to be here.
He's gonna be here,
So
yeah.
Ivy's definitely going to be here.
誰がコール
Tom did commit last night around 11:30 or 12, and we were. It was about a 90% he gave us, and even today earlier, and so he just didn't make it. Something came up.
ギャレットのハンドは8-9のスート。
Garrett here with the combo draw. 9-10 of spades.
6,000.
And he's going to check raise. It's going to get done.
ギャレットはチェックレイズ。
So the
I
base
would
turn
say-
241, and Garrett,
I
even
think,
though
honestly, in general, to watch like full poker sessions is really boring. Like in general, right? And then if you take away like any of the
ギャレットはビッ
like
グブライン
jokes
ド
and
でコール。
banter, I
ハ
think
ン
it'd
ド
be
は
hard
エー
for
ス
me
10。
personally to watch it. I feel like I don't have much
For sure.
invested interest.
Start joking and
Yeah.
bantering.
Probably for the audience,
wouldn't
they
hate
like
it.
people.
ガルは
chatting
ト
up
リッ
and
プス
shit,
です。
so I
We
think-
do.
Because who can sit for 6-7 hours and like just watch us? Like
A lot of people have the games in the background,
ターンは
like
4
when
の
they're
ハー
playing
ト。
poker nights and stuff, you know.
Gall here, flop trips.
But I also think that at these
ガルは
stakes,
2000の
some
ベット。
people just love to kind of see what stakes like these are. So that itself potentially.
I
is
think we like both.
Garrett is a non-believer here, Nick.
Yeah.
ギャレ
He
ッ
is
ト
a
はコール。
non-believer. Oh, and Garrett
I think
Rivers
banter
10.
really
Not good for Garrett.
I don't know. This is
リバーは10のハ
It's
ー
kind
ト。
of a small
wonder, or
pot,
maybe
but
Yeah.
that some of the what do they call?
6,000, 7,000 and a call. What do you think?
Big, big
Oh,
games,
9 maybe.
3 to 9 minute
Right,
diets.
right.
You know, that they
Overbet.
both
ガルは9000のベット。
probably do really good. I would think.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he's
those are
gonna
the
get
ones
paid
that
off
pop up
unless
most, or people
Garrett's
send around. You know.
I don't know.
Otherwise, you have to send in timestamps saying. In fact, there are people who actually post saying these are the best timestamps of the session, and you can look at the comments, and some people will go to these timestamps.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
wow, this is. I mean, this would be a crazy fold. He calls on the turn thinking
Yeah.
he's good, and then he improves. Now he's
call.
going to make the
Yeah,
call.
there it is.
There, chalk one up there for
Bad news.
Gall. But I was going to round off about what we were talking about. Confirmed Dylan got kicked out of the game. Rondo put his fingers in Dylan's face, and Dylan slapped his hand out of his face. I gotta go see
Who's
this.
Rondo?
Rondo for the for the Lakers.
A player.
Right? Yeah, a player.
He put it in his face
Yeah.
and he slapped it.
Apparently, yeah.
Dude,
ギャレッ
and
トは
someone
ボ
either
タン
has
から
the
3 ベ
biggest
ット。
storytelling
ハンド
troll
はエー
ever,
スキング。
or this is true. That's so weird.
Garrett here going to 3-bet ace king. That is crazy.
Re-raise. 15,000.
クリシュは15000の方ベット。
And Chris here going to 4-bet with the ace jack. So open 3-bet, 4-bet. Usually not consistent with Chris's play. And
ギャレットはコール。
Garrett going to call.
Check.
And Chris, after 4-betting, has checked, which is definitely non-standard. Usually you're going to be c-betting most boards, but he's decided to check here. Garrett's gonna bet.
ギャレットは15,000のベッド。
Maybe he thinks he might be getting Kershaw actually off the same hand, which is really an expert play.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Kershaw's just gonna give it up. And all of a sudden, Matt Berkey has crept up, I believe, to over
ギャレットは
150,000.
カットオフから2000のレイズ。ハンドはエースジャック。クリシュはコール。ギャレットはセカンドヒット。
Garrett flops the best of it here with a jack.
1,000.
Wow, and Krish is going to call here with
Garrett
red
は
ace
1000を
4
ベット。
for a very small bet. Krish turns a wheel
ターン
draw.
は3のダイヤ。
So he went from having almost no equity, picking up just a tiny bit. Check, check. River's a deuce.
リバーはジュース。
And I think Garrett's probably going to call this one off.
3,000.
Yeah, 3,000 as played.
Call.
Quick call.
クリシュのベッドにコール。
And Garrett here going to race. I mean, just limps in. Let's see here. Yeah, limps in with ace-10 suited. Gal raises. And Garrett here is going to limp re-raise. This is middle blind, third blind. It's a mandatory
ギャ
third
レ
blind
ット
game
はサー
versus
ドブラインドから
straddle.
3ベッド。
So Garrett
ハンドはエース
might
10
be
のスー
playing
ト。
that limp only strategy. Kind of like what you might see in a tournament out of the small blind. Some limp call, some limp fold, some limp re-raises, and here he's going to limp re-raise, but he is dominated, and obviously Gall is not going anywhere here.
ガルはコール。
So limp raise, limp re-raise, and here we go, 30,000 heads up between these two. And Garrett's outflopped him.
ギャレットは10をフロップ。
Gall does not have a diamond in his hand. So you wonder if he is even going to continue here. Garrett's going to bet half pot here.
ギャレットは1500のベッド。
But Gall is going to continue.
ガルはコール。ターンは
Turn here
7の
brings
ス
a
テー
backdoor
ド。
flush draw in. Starts to get maybe a little bit sticky here for Garrett. We know that Gall likes to defend, so he can have a lot of hands.
Check, check.
Go check, check.
リバーは3。
River completes the diamond draw, but I think Garrett's probably going to go for some value as this hand played out.
Check.
Oh, he's just going to check it. And Garrett's going to win another one.
So lucky.
チェックダウンです。
The downside is just so. I don't know if toxic's the right word, but it's just like so ever present.
ギャレットはボタンから1200のレイズ。ハンドはジャック7のスート。
Trying to raise, right? You know, just want to make sure we're on the same page.
ミッキーはエースキングで3ベッド。
Mickey with a real hand here, but I don't think Garrett's going anywhere here on the button.
ギャレッ
Make
ト
it
は
30
コー
seconds
ル。
and find out.
Jack 7 of hearts. Garrett flops here. Straight draw. Backdoor flush draw. It's going to start a bluff here. Mickey's going to check call.
ギャレットはストドロとバックドア持ちで2500のベッド。ミッキーはチェックコール。
Garrett now turns the heart draw, pairs the 10.
ターンは10のハート。
He's going to keep the pressure on. He's going to bet 8,000.
ギャレットは8000のベッド。フラッシュドローです。
That'll do it.
So guys, I got an update for you. It's not a bad one. It's actually a good
ギャレットはボタンから1200のレイ
Phil
ズ。
did leave, but
ミッキーは
what
コー
he
ル。
said, what he told us before he left, he had a really late night, just like Gull, and he was starting to run out of steam. And what he told us was, "Hey, look, I'm gonna bounce here a little bit early, but I'm gonna be back full stroke. I love the game. I love what you guys are doing here, and so I will be back to support it." We got confirmation that Dwan will be here too recently, and so that's the update. So the good news is Phil's going to be back, but he's going to be back in full strength. You know, to me, I'll be honest with you, he looked a little less than full strength.
ギャレットは9000のレイズで下ろし
Exactly
ま
what he
す。
said, that maybe he was just honoring his commitment here,
Tomorrow
which I
with the full. Everybody fresh.
ギャレットはアンダーザガ
By
ン
the
から
way, I see
1200
that
のベッ
Hustler
ド。
Casino
ハンド
Live
は
tweeted
108の
out
スート。
the video. So
ガ
if
ルは
people
コー
were
ル。
wondering about what we're talking about with
Yeah.
Dylan, it's on Hustler Casino Live. He's tweeted it out.
クリシュはサードブラインドから3ベッド。ハン
Because
ドは
Chris
エー
here
スジャッ
has
クのス
3
ート。
bet out of the third blind. Ace Jack seems to have gotten like Ace Jack 20 times here tonight. And Garrett's not going anywhere here. In position.
ギャレットはコール。
So an open from Garrett, a flat. Krish 3-betting out of position. Garrett calls, even with Gull behind him. Usually you don't want to be in the middle here, but he's still going to play it.
ガルも
So
コ
here
ー
we
ル。
go, 22.8K, three ways. Garrett hits a 10 here. Now Gull has a 5.
yeah.
ギャレットは10をヒット。
So here we go. Well,
In
Garrett is
position,
checked.
This is a lot of times in position here. Gull will bet, and he's not going to let us down. He's always going to take the temperature of the players if they have anything. He'll never miss an opportunity in position to bet if he's got any pair. Classic Garrett Gull, the metagame in play here.
And he's going to call.
Yep.
Gonna call
ギャ
the
レット
15.
はガルのベッドにチェックコール。
Oh, the turns is
Oh.
6 of clubs.
Oh my
So
God.
Gal spikes 2 pair
ターン
here.
は5のハ
Now
ート。
remember, Garrett gave the betting lead to Gal. He checked.
Yeah, he's going to check it to him again.
Garu wa
I think
2 ペア。
he's going to give him some rope.
But obviously it's just going to be a straight continue. And a huge bet here from
And this
Gal.
looks so bluffy from Gall right now, and I think Garrett is gonna believe this is bluffy.
ガルは4万のベ
I
ッ
see
ド。
some craziness right now. I could be wrong, but let's see what happens.
Well, if he thinks it's bluffy, he probably just calls down, right? He's got the clubs
Yeah.
covered, and once in a while, if Gall, actually did turn a hand like 2 pair, he's just going to call. I would really expect him just to call here. Unless he thought somehow he was going to check raise Gall off like some better 10. Yeah, there's the call.
Yeah, there it is.
So here we go. Wow, look at this. Only 60-40 with 1 card to come
Garrett
here.
はコー
Lots
ル。
of cards for Garrett that could come. But that is not one of them. I just kind of half expected it, Nick.
リバーはクイーンのハー
800
ト。
never misses.
But he misses here.
He must have just.
And obviously Gall is going to go for value here when he turns a hidden 2 pair. The pot's 133,000. And the queen doesn't really have a whole lot of relevance, I don't think, when Gall takes that sizing on the turn. It's a pretty big blank. And wow, look at
60,
that.
70,000. What are we looking at here?
Some greens here too.
70?
70,000.
Wow.
So
ガルは7万のベッド。
90, but doesn't matter.
Said he meant to bet 90.
Yeah.
So 203,000, 70,000 here for Garrett. The call. If you were with us earlier, he folded against Mickey incorrectly.
No, he really meant to bet 90K. I made a mistake.
Yeah, what's 20,000 between friends? Gall.
Adding 1 minute?
Garrett may have on his giggle, I'm gonna fold face here, but he's got a big decision.
I mean, the other thing I'll say, Nick, is that it's, once in a while you do this, but he checked the flop after the pre-flop 3-better check, sort of allowing Gall to play the hand this way.
Yes.
Didn't bet the 10 off.
Walk us through it, Garrett. Let's hear what you're thinking.
I mean, Gall could have deuce 6 suited here, right? He's just playing so many hands.
You got a few seconds to talk me out of it, Gall, before this hand goes in the muck.
Yeah, he's got his I think I'm folding face, but he doesn't. But he hates it.
He's gonna make the right fold.
Right fold.
ギャレットはフォールド。
In the middle of making a crucial decision.
The hell knows. But it's working. It's working. Now, is his chocolate stack getting lower or is his green stack getting bigger, Mickey? Is something
I
going on?
think he's gone down a little.
Yeah.
ギャレットはビッグブラインドからレイズ。
Garrett's gonna raise it up here. We've seen this before. Limp on the button by Mickey. Garrett raises, Mickey calls. And Garrett has flopped the bottom end here of a straight.
ギャレットはストレート。
And Mickey has a weird double gutter here with ace 8
Turn
to a
was
9 and a king. It goes check, check. The turn is an ace. And now puts a one-liner to a king out there. Garrett's got to hate that card. Mickey continues to take cards, and now a spade comes.
リバーは
So
9
Mickey
のステード。
makes a flush with the 8 of spades.
ミッキーはフラッシュ。
And it looks like he's trying to figure out if he can go for some value.
And, do you think he's going for value or do you think he's bluffing? No, it's
No,
value.
no, he's not
Well, I
bluffing,
mean,
yeah.
like, yeah, maybe he thinks he has to bet because the 8 of spades isn't good enough.
No,
but
I
not
think-
for 3,000.
Yeah,
yes.
this is definitely value.
Yeah,
And he's
and
going to
he
get
got
called.
it. Yeah, he got
He's
called.
going to get called.
ミッキーのベッドにコール。
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Fuck off. Sorry, the adrenaline's still
ギャレッ
rushing.
トのラストハンドです。
Oh, sorry. Is that a straddle?
No, I raise.
Oh, if that turn had just fucking come as a diamond.
I can hear 2,000.
Berkey here going to raise it up on the button with Jack 8 of hearts.
3,000?
Chris has got 6s again.
Yeah.
Good.
How much time we got left? I'm ready for some baccarat.
30 minutes.
ギャレットはサードブラインドからコール。
You check?
I have not
ギャレ
looked
ットは
yet.
トップヒット。
I checked.
Sorry.
I checked.
I checked.
You check?
Holy shit.
マットは3000のベッド。
Berkey going to bet a jack here, but you can see that Garrett with ace 9, he's not going anywhere.
Heads up.
Trip aces now.
ターンは S。
Check.
Berkey is drawing dead.
Push him a little quicker.
リバーは7。
Wow, and Garrett checks the ace on the river. Berkey just checks it back.
最終結果です。ギャレットのチップは53万ドル。参加率は 38%。TFR は 30%、参加率の 38% から考えると、アグレッシブにプレイしたことがわかります。最終的にはプラス3万ドルの利益になりました。いかがでしたでしょうか？今回の動画はこれで終わりです。今後の動画でもポーカー戦略やテクニックについて解説していくので、ぜひチャンネル登録して最新情報をチェックしてください。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。